like I said, Twitter added the Twitter Blue where you could put an NFT, and people's like, oh, they have a Bored Ape as their picture, and they can verify. That's, maybe I should listen to what they're saying. And I think it's that mentality of, I have something that was, bought really high. I know the experience.
Look at all these accounts on Twitter that have Bored Apes as their profile picture.
There's a lot.
None of them are verified octagons.
Yeah.
None of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of flexing going on. Yeah. A lot.
That's one thing I stand strong on this point, that Bored Ape Yacht Club. The first thing, this is what I say to everybody. Bored Ape Yacht Club's hype. I love that they paved the way for NFTs. I love it. They are one of the originals that really brought NFTs into the mainstream. But the hype is too much.
Yeah, I mean, did you see Ape Coin? What happened to it? Did you see the chart up to today?
Yeah. I haven't seen the chart to today.
It looks like a mountain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It feels pump and dumpy to me, but listen, I admire it. I agree there's a lot of hype there. A lot of celebrities. They are the first massive smash hit.
Yeah.
They paved the way. I admire a lot of what they've done. I think when you're the first one, you're the pioneer, you have a lot of responsibility that maybe you didn't ask for.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that the decisions that you make are good for everybody. I think there's been a lot lately, and I can't say anything bad because they are a pioneer.
Well, yeah. Well, I made that mistake.
He takes a very bold stance on it.
I take a bold
A
stance.
lot of people share this opinion, though.
But exactly. But the thing is I made a post. I worded something a little bit differently than I should have worded it, and it came across a little bit differently. And someone who owns a Bored Ape or claims to own a Bored Ape, and you can never tell, got real defensive about it and was coming at me.
Well, listen.
And I was like, hold on, let me clarify. All right, they did great, and I want to do this now. They did great. They're doing great. They are a pioneer. I love what they've done, and I love that they've paved the way. But my stance is I don't see why the hype is still growing to this day when the NFT space is moving away from artwork and more towards utility.
Right.
And it's I just don't see the amount of hype that they're receiving. I don't see it backed by anything that they've really produced.
The only hype that you have is, oh, celebrities own this coin. I'm a part of that little club.
Exactly.
I'm part of that group, so I'm exclusive. That's the only hype that they have.
Exactly. No, that's literally my stance is, they did great with the video, with their announcing, I guess the announcement of their
The other side.
Yeah, the other side. Yeah.
Great video.
Great video.
Probably the best video I've seen in the NFT.
100%. But I just
You haven't seen what we're coming out with.
Oh, you guys got one?
You heard it here first.
I saw somebody posted that they received over, I don't quote me on the exact number, but I think it was somewhere around 600 million after they produced that video and put it out.
I'm not surprised.
And it's just one of those things that it was a minute-long video. Why is this hype? I get it.
Because
it's
it looks like that's going to be a utility for them. Everyone's been suspecting that they're going to be coming out with a utility at some point, and they really haven't. They haven't just yet. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't been more of a thing. But if you're, again, Yuga Labs, if you're growing like that, why change if it's not broken, I guess?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why the people that own apes are defensive too. Some of them, they had the foresight to buy, on the mint for, what was it, 0.08 ETH? They're millionaires now. They need to protect that. They've made it. Now, when you say I don't think it's sustainable or it's real. I think it's all built on a hype bubble. They're counting their dollars. I really hope not. I have to fight against this.
You know what's kind of funny? These people, we do call them millionaires, but there's definitely people out there that own probably a couple Bored Apes because they were early, but they're probably kind of poor. They're just if they still own the Bored Ape and they haven't cashed out yet, it's interesting because they could be Bored Ape owners and still be living with their parents or something.
Plenty are.
And it's interesting because they are the top of Web3 and everyone considers them royalty, but a lot of them are just people that got lucky. It's someone said to buy this, so I bought it.
That's my other stance, and that's I've seen this so many times on Twitter that people who own Bored Apes think that they are like the top influencer for NFTs. A lot of like some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them they know their shit and they prove it and they show it and like they're actual influencers. Others are very questionable. They post a few things that you kind of like and it's like you got lucky by minting an NFT that ended up becoming.
They were early on. They were early to the space.
And that's the part that kind of like I don't want to say annoys me, but it kind of just gives me that little like under my skin kind of deal.
Yeah.